House leadership will push for the passage of key legislative measures to sustain the gains achieved by the Aquino administration. Topping such lists is the proposed national budget for next year and the draft bank law. The details from Freddie Abando.
The House is ready to host President Aquino for his final State of the Nation address before a joint session of Congress on July 27. Speaker Feliciano Belmonte stressed the historic event marks a major milestone in governance as the President sums up the gains of the country under his administration.
Our first concern is, of course, the State of the Nation address by the President, which will be next Monday. And the House has made all preparations with respect to that, particularly with respect to the security situation, the invitations, and all other facilities have been addressed. So we expect from our point of view, that the President will have the right circumstances for his last SONA.
Speaker Belmonte said the Aquino years was a time for renewal, reforms, and restoring the people's faith in government. It was the best of times for the Philippines. It has emerged as one of the best performing Asia. It is no longer the sick man of Asia. Good governance has led to solid results in the campaign against corruption. With more resources spent for social protection, poverty reduction has gained ground. President Aquino has laid down the foundation for the good times to continue beyond his term.
We can see from the reports of various groups that they confirm the economic growth of the country, the strength of even in these trying times when there are all sorts of problems. They always point to the resiliency of the Philippine economy and so forth. The President also will address the question of how and to what extent this administration has helped the poor and has laid down the basis for them to get out of poverty, like for instance in better education and social work.
Speaker Belmonte said the House will continue to push for the approval of key measures to sustain the gains of the country. On Thursday, Belmonte and Senate President Franklin Drilon will meet to finalize the legislative agenda of both houses for the final year of the 16th Congress. Tops on the list is the 2016 proposed national budget of 3.002 trillion pesos and the approval of the draft Bangsamoro Basic Law. Belmonte sees no problem in approving the national budget. Belmonte wants to know from the Senate if the draft Bangsamoro Basic Law will have, since an alternative law has yet to be submitted by Senator Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos to replace the original draft of the BBL. House Majority Leader Nat'l Gonzalez Jr. is hoping the BBL will be approved before October.
You will note that during the term of President Aquino, every single year, unlike in the past, when resort had been done to reenactment of the budget, under his term, we have succeeded in approving every budget. And therefore, timely approval of the budget will be one of our main targets. But that will not be the only target. Still high on the agenda of the House is the BBL. In the course of our conference with the senators, I have to ask them this question: what are the chances of the BBL in their own chamber? Yes, I mean, see, because it involves a lot of effort on our part here, and I wouldn't like that effort to be wasted.
Other pending measures in the House are the Freedom of Information Bill, the Anti-Dynasty Law, Resolution Number 1 to amend restrictive economic provisions of the Constitution, and the extension of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Law. These measures are pending in plenary.
Lahat yan controversial eh. BBL, of course, in the meantime, most controversial because of the political implication dun sa mga tatakbo, particularly sa Mindanao. And then CARP. And then ito pang FOI. Meron pa, anti-political dynasty pa. And then yung Chacha pa. Dami nakalinya dyan inaano mo na kumukuha ka ng timing. When is the proper time to take this all up?
In the meantime, President Aquino will sign 2 landmark bills tomorrow to support further economic growth. Amendments to the Cabotage Law and the Fair Competition Act. Belmonte stressed the Fair Competition Act will be a major boost in breaking cartels, level the playing field in business, and attract more foreign direct investments.
That tomorrow, yes, the President will most important bills that we have passed this session, including the Fair Competition Act, which had been pending for about 18 years, the longest pending bill in Congress. We finally managed to get it passed through the House, and because the Senate had previously approved it, so that will be the sort of bills we would like to see passed during the coming session.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.